because why we cannot come together and solve our own problem. Because if we were united, we could have come together and solve our problems. So, I mean, we should ourselves should see that the problem is because we are not united, and we should try to come to unite and start to separate ourselves and try to hate ourselves or try to blame us our own self for the problem that is going on. Of course, like you used to say, we see the problem that is going on, but now let's come together and solve it. Because when we solve it together, then we start to grow, and let's try to organize. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why we can't really see that.
Okay, me, I don't know, but me, it's like the way, if you ask me, to be honest, when it comes to black people, many, you understand? It's as I told you, it's like, you know, if you call again what you said, this slave chain, because, but I don't know, because I think this is kind of attitude, which I don't know if that is from the genetic or the way we brought up, or what it make us, or is the religion, you know, make us to have this kind of behavior. You understand? Because this is hatred, to hate yourself and love other nation instead of love yourself. For me, I think the main problem is there, because it's like be black. Sometimes, you know, you rather to love another nation than you love your own, I mean, race.
True.
You understand? You rather to help other people's brothers than rather to help your own brothers. You understand? You rather even to help other families and then to help your own family. Now when I say family, you know, not like your own in your apartment. That's not a family, if I want to say. Because that one is you are already united there in your house, but like the other around you. So always we jump, we leave that one, we go in the other side. And me, I think when we talk about unite, you understand? Me, I see that like I can say a ring, like you are in the middle here. But you have to try to think the one surround you. The first ring, you have to think first the one surround you. You understand? When you think about this ring, if I can say like a ring, you are in the middle, you have one ring who surround you. I think you have to think now, okay, I'm in the middle, but it's some which is surround me. Let me help with those who surround me.
The environment.
Yeah. Yeah, the environment, yeah, because the people who surround you, it's not only what is happening, but the people first, because what is happening is the people making the happening. When you say environment, is the people self making the environment. Me, everything, I complain into the human himself. Because as I told you before, if you look at a country, I have never seen, we see this war happen.
True.
But you will never go in a country, you see the country itself fighting, the ground or the tree fighting, or the mountain, they don't fight. It's the people who live under the trees, on top of the mountain, on top of the ground, they are the one fighting. And we say, yeah, this country is have a problem. The country don't have people who live the country have the problem. So that's why always I concentrate between the people. That's why I say these people surround you, like your neighbor. They are your neighbor. Even now, when you say one country, the other country surround you. It's your neighbor too. So, but you cannot even take care of the other country which is surround your country if you yourself around your neighbor, if you could not be able to take care of each other and help each other. You cannot even then, how then either you can take care of the other country which is around you. Me, I think it's a big problem, this, which is there, which we don't even understand how to solve it. Yeah. But this one, how to solve it, also, we have to start like from the beginning, you know, we have to start from the ground. As I say again, it's have to start from myself, from my heart.
Exactly.
How I see you as a brother, we are here now, how I see you, how I think. So, I mean, if the evil things. If, as I say again, what I say this is good for me, I should understood that one is good for you also.
True.
What I think this one is bad for me, that one I should understood that one also is bad for you. But now, we're doing everything opposite. What is good for me, that's good for me. I don't care whether it's good for you or not. What is bad for me, that one I can do, not do that to me. I do that bad things to you. And then it's there. We are good in complaining. We are good in criticizing. But we are so bad and admiring, admitting our own faults. This admitting is a big problem, because then it's like still you don't think for the other one next to you. But we are so good in complaining to somebody, talk about somebody, say what he behave, talk about this person is not good. Always we conversations, most of like 60% is talking about I'm somebody, this bad, this is bad. But you, if someone like just tell you even one word, the way you behave, that one it will be a fight.
Yeah.
So because most of the time, like Africans, this is the problem. When you tell them something, now they get this high tempo because they don't want to even accept their own fault.
Yeah.
This admitting. This admitting, we have to learn to admit, accept your own fault.
True.
And we have to learn to stop accusing, judging, criticizing, talking behind people, and then sometimes you say, don't tell that one. You see, you started the lies from there. You understand? And these kind of things, sometimes, do you know, the life is just small things which we cannot even cross, we cannot even understand, which is so powerful, big things that's why you can never solve it, because you don't even understand the problem. You look at it very small. That's why you cannot solve it, because you don't see it, this is a big.
And not only that, me one thing too, that is another problem that we're supposed to start to, I feel like as a people, we should try to, we have to try to help ourselves to really solve our problems. And the reason why I mean by that, for a reason, if you as a, let's say, you want to, grow high in the community, or in a politician, if you want to be a politician or whatsoever, as a people, and we as a people, when we try to fight for our nation, we should not try to let outsiders come and decide for us what we should do, or put money in our pocket to put you in power.
Now you going to the political side.
Yeah, and any side.
It's okay, but I mean now you are in that side.
Yeah, because
when you say outside, what outside?
Yeah, like other race, like white people or Chinese people or anybody who put money in your pocket for you to win an election in your country. I feel like we should not try to allow that, take money like that, because we know that once you agree on those kind of decisions, you are no longer fighting for your people.
It's like we have been discussing about this. Last time we have been discussing about the Chinese coming to Africa. We have been talking a lot of things about the white coming to Africa and then, manipulate the African, fool them. You understand?
Yeah,
and we are talking about this level. Yeah, we have been talking about this level for a decade. You understand?
Sure.
But it's like now. Is this when we always also, as I told you, I understood because we discussed about before.
Yeah.
But if we are always blame the white, they come and they fool us, the Chinese they come, they fool us. If we sometimes we can a pack that also discuss, and then we talk how did they did until they fool us. Because I want to say that it's like we fooling ourselves. Because when but it's true.
How they did, me.
Yeah, no, but not how they did, but how always they come and they fool us. That means they are fooling ourselves. Because this is what exactly I talk now. I say when you trust other outside, if you remember, and then instead you trust your own inside your own people.
True.
You understand? You love an other outside, instead you love yourself. As I told you, love yourself like you have to love your people which is around you. That's what I told you again. Because I told you, me I see it like a ring. I like like you are in the middle, then you have a ring. So this ring, you have to make it like a protection. You have to make it this ring to protect you. But what I'm trying to say is like the people surround you, you have to try to hold each other like we come again to uniting. You understand? Then in that case, this ring will protect which is inside. You understand? Then after that, then what will come again behind that ring? If this ring now, they hold each other, they understood each other, they protect each other, then they will be more bigger, then the other ring will come after that, surrounding the second ring, example. Also, they can see what is the first ring have done. And even those first ring, because when they understood, they can teach the second ring who come. You understand? When you get another ring, like three rings now, people surrounding. That, like now, your whole country, you understood each other now, hold each other now, you know that you have to unite and help each other and stop like, fooling each other, lying, manipulating, blackmailing. When you greediness, as we said, the selfishness, when you stop that, it's like, this is my neighbor, I don't even want to see his house is burning and then I just sitting there enjoying myself. Let me go help and to off the fire. When we started doing it like that, you understand? This one is my fellow own country and he have problem. Let me go help. Because tomorrow maybe myself I have the same problem. If I help him today, tomorrow he will feel ashamed. When I get a similar problem or whatever other problem, maybe if like him he done the other one, we know that I did this good, he will come. When we start getting this kind of feeling or this heart thinking, you understand? Then it's the time this unite will come. This is the part of loving yourself. The part of loving yourself, you have to love your next one if you want to love yourself. But when you think you just love yourself, like the self is your own self, my own family, and you hate the other person and his own family, then you see, directly now you are in the devil's mind, the devil's work. Because what will happen now? You bring in a hatred, you bring in a border there. So and tomorrow what will happen? If you have a problem, because you have been separated, this one you was hating, he know also that you hate it. He have the same like in our mind. He will never ignore you. He will never even look at you.
Yeah.
Then the ignorance now be both sides.
Yeah, but at the same
then
time,
you have a gap there. Then if it's any enemy come now, they will be between there.
Yeah.
And then that's why I'm trying to say it's like we have to think to solve this our own problem first, instead of attacking like the Chinese come fool us, the white come fool us, the European come fool us. Because we self, when we are fooling each other, then it's easy someone to come fool us because we don't even love each other, we don't understand.
Exactly, and the problem we are not trying to even to solve it, you know what I mean? Because if we are not when we are not trying to solve it, it's like the solution is to go from outsiders, to go to outsiders to come and solve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem. We think that's the solution.
Yeah.
But that's another issue.
You mean to go outside?
Yeah. To go and
to go abroad, you mean, or?
No, to go outside and beg for solution, like to be financed from the.
Yeah, but that's what you mean. You go
Yeah.
from Africa, you come to Europe. You think when you go there, you will get help from there. That's what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, or be financed by with the Chinese people or the black World Bank or whatsoever. To think that when they come into our white race, to think that when they come into our
but in this case, it's like it's like then that is the people like the leaders who never travel, or even if they travel, they just travel like to go like just like a holiday, like a be in hotel and then come. They don't get the experience. It might be those they don't do. But how about the other black also who live in Africa totally and come do all their life in Europe? If they go back here, why they still not like learning something out of Europe or out of China or whatever example?
I mean, you know that. I mean, when you're talking about individual, it's different because some, you know, then it's another situation because in that situation it's like we don't, you know that, you know, in that way when we come to Europe it's like our chances is small. You know what I mean? It's not all of us who get a chance to make something out of ourselves in Europe. Then after that to say that let me go to Africa and try to help there.
Yeah, but like in Europe, if our chances is small, how do we collaborate in Europe then among us Africans who live Africa and can be together in Europe? How do we?
You mean if you put it that
collaborate
way?
In that?
I understand. It's the same problem. We have a same problem. It's the same problem.
So you see.
I understand.
This is what I'm trying.
And it's a sad thing to.
Yeah, but you see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. We have this. That's why I told you. I don't know the African problem. What a kind of problem? Whether it's in the genetic, in the blood, or it's because of the tradition, or if because of the broughting up, or if it's the religion. Making that this mind will never change it to think in other way, or if it's the system of the country or the government, I don't know. I don't know what is the factor on that.
And one thing to black
because otherwise, if we in Africa, if we have problem with the white people when they comes there, and then we have this slave chains in our head, or the chains that comes there. And then we forget ourselves and we put ourselves in their hand, then we can say, okay, because you are in Africa, you didn't know, you don't have experience and all this. But now why I'm getting confused, what is our problem? Now when we leave that in Africa now, we come in Europe, right? We be here for many decades of years, you understand? But still, it's like when we come here, still we are not functioning.
Do you know why?
To collaborate and to be united here. Otherwise, we see most of the time when we live there now, when we meet those people, then if you didn't know them when they come in your country, because you never be in their country, then when you come in their country, then you will know. Like we know now, then if there was a good people or there was not a good people when they come to Africa, maybe they play like they are good. Because then, if you come in their country, then you will understand also the reality. Because you live there, you see how they behave, you see how they treat you. But now, why still, among us, again, we cannot understood this. You say, hey, okay, now we see, if we don't hold each other, we help each other, still we have no other opportunity, no way. Why still we don't have this mind to think now, let me collaborate here and hold each other. Or maybe if we go back, now if they come, they meet us there, we should not, we can stop this kind of slave chains things.
You know the problem, why the problem is because we have this thinking that we should love everybody. This is the problem.
We should love everybody.
Yeah.
That's not true. If we love everybody, why don't we love each other too? We are everybody too. That one is that I don't agree, because if you want to love everybody, then you have to start to love yourself too. But instead you hate in one part, you love outside. That one is not true.
Just imagine when I say that you get disturbed by that. That's to tell you that's the problem with us. Because we love everybody, Musa.
No, we don't love everybody. Yeah, we don't love ourselves.
No, we don't love ourselves, but we love everybody.
We love other people.
Exactly.
And then we forget to love ourselves.
Exactly. So now, when you know
so then that was the problem of that, is stupidness or greediness or selfishness or wickedness, or what is kind of the problem of that? What caused that?
When it's like that.
Yeah.
and we thinking that other race see us like too. You know, the funny thing with us, we think that because we should love everybody, we think that other race they function like that. You know what I mean? Which is not. That's not.
How do we think that you see that you see I was asking you the behavior of the the behavior in that. I was asking you whether it's the genetical, whether it's the religion, whether it's the culture, or it's the system of the country where you brought up, or the way you brought up. You see, this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factor of my questions, because that one, what you just say, what do you make that now we have that kind of
because
of thinking?
of low self-esteem, and we don't really see hope in our governments. We don't see hope in our developments. We don't. There's no really no businesses that can support our own, you know, our own development. You know, our own when it comes to even education system. You know, what I mean, we don't have our own people doing that. So if our people is not in this kind of position, you know what I mean. And of course, when we have this self-hate, so all those kind of, there's a problem there. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we don't see hope in ourselves. So we run. It's like now, then the only thing we do is start to run away from ourselves. You know, to try.
For me, all these kind of things you have been blaming there is like the government. That's what I see. This you have been mentioned. Eh? All this you have been mentioned here. That one, everything is about, because you say they develop, you say about the government, you say the education, and this all, for me, still, you say the government is like based on the government in that case, because now you're talking about the system.
Not only that.
Of the country.
Not only that too, even as a people in general, you know, because we are the people who make government.
So you see now, this is what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Because this is why I'm telling you this, because we cannot just see, we as the people, you see, still you don't maybe understand my concept, what I'm trying to say. You see, I tell you this dot here, it's like one person or one family here. Then you have one other people surrounding. Then you can have one other people surrounding you, and so. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You have to build here first. Do you remember I have the other way I wrote, I was drawing the house. I said human is like the foundation. This you have to build this foundation here. What I'm trying to tell about foundation, you have to love yourself again.
Yeah, of course.
This loving yourself now, don't mix it to misunderstanding, not to yourself. If you hate yourself, go on, and I know nobody do that. If you hate your own family, go on. And I know no one do that. Because like the government today, if we say their crops, they get money, and what they do with the money, they support themselves or they support their family. So I don't talk about it like loving himself, but I tell you, the people surround you, that what we don't understand, that is you. Yeah. When you hate this, when you put fire surround you, what you think what will happen to you in the end? That's right. This is what we don't understand. You put fire around you, and then you be there. You say, "Now I'm safe." That's when you don't then get you don't get it. Yeah. You have to put peace around you. If you want to be safe, you have to put peace around. That means be humble, do good, show the people surround you. This way we should walk. Then when everybody understood that one, that means now you can start get to unite. But if everyone say, yeah, me, my own, myself, my family, my didi, okay, then you see, you separate yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? Then if enemy comes there, they will take you one by one. Just tack.
Sure, yeah.
You understand?
It's true.
So this is what we don't understand. Because I know all this, but we discuss just to show you like the problem with this African, other way, which we have to discuss about it. Because we don't discuss. We always want to, like I told you about also. We have to admit our own problem. Still, I'm talking about this, and we have to stop like judging. We have to stop complaining. While we are not doing nothing about. You understand? We cannot go around to say people the evil there is the that there is this there, while yourself you doing the same what you telling is evil. Because if you talk about the evil now, while you are selfish, you are greediness, you are, you know, I mean wicked, you're talking about the evil there. So then you should say, I am the evil.
Exactly.
You understand?
True.
So these kind of things for me, this is there because if I look at it in Africa, we have problem there. Then we go to abroad, we have a problem there, and we can be in abroad in Europe for many decades of years, and still we have the problem there when it's come between us. Because the way we was functioning when we are in Africa, when we come to Europe, we functioning in the same way.
Yeah.
Because still you come here, you see your own people, even the same countryman and all this, then you ignore them, but you can see another nations, then you say, yeah, this is my family instead. And those who are maybe they used to just for their own, I mean, needed. And after that, they kick you.
Of course, you know. I mean, that's why, I mean, we're supposed to see, that's why we have to really practice, we have to have a principle, you know, that we have to practice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you see, now, when I come to this government, you know, government itself, what make a government is the people, because it's the people will choose one person. It's only you start with one person, like the president. Then he build a government who's surrounding you, surrounding him. You understand? Look at now president, then you have the bodyguards, then you have the other military surround. They're protecting him.
True.
You understand? But then they be the powerful of the whole country. We understand? Which now nobody can do anything against them. But even though it was one person started to vote and choose them. You understand? But now one person now cannot go attack them.
But,
So
I mean,
that what I'm trying to say, that if like the people himself, when they wake up on this way
to rebel, you mean?
to rebel,
Yeah.
you understand? So that when they see, okay, now this leader is corrupt and we are the one put him there, and the reason why we choose him, he's not doing his job, and we say, okay, next time we vote him out. You understand? I mean, when people start doing like that, also that means to be honest to each other, to unite to each other, to hold each other, and then do what you agree. Do what you know is good for everyone, not only what is good for me.
For the nation itself.
Yeah, but the problem, what will happen, if it might be 100 of them, they agree to do that, like to voting out, what will happen when the voting time comes, this president, which is corrupt, he will go put money little by little, call you maybe in the middle, or come to your house to knock the door, give you like 1,000 here, 2,000 here, 3,000, you know, when you vote for me, this, that. So now, of those 100 who agree now to voting out, might be 75 of them might be they give him money, and then they crops to each other there.
Yeah, but then you are.
So what will happen now? They're gonna win, because there might be now it's 35% are voting out. Then they lose.
That, I mean, that's the, if you become like that you allow money to buy your pride, it's like.
Yeah, but that one don't even talk to me like that. You know that money,
Yeah,
what the money do. Not to you, but when we talk, let me talk generally. Don't talk about you.
I'm not. This is why. Okay, well, when we putting it like this, the way you saying.
Yeah.
How are we gonna develop if it comes to that?
Yeah, but that's the things. Because that's why I'm asking you. That's why I say we have to discuss about these African problems, the issues. But me, I don't want to always to discuss, blame the slave. We have to solve our own problem first.
Yeah, but still, first when we gonna solve our problem, we move file. The first thing we have to do is move the white Jesus from our world.
The white Jesus.
Then.
But we have no black Jesus. How we can move white Jesus?
Yeah, because the white Jesus is in the black man's world. So when we move that, then we can start to see how we can organize.
So now, when you come to the white man, and then they have white Jesus, You come, you leave your country there and your black Jesus there. You come to there. You want to them to put down their white Jesus down.
Yeah, for them, they can have their white Jesus, but don't have it in your world, in your country.
In your country?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in your country it's not many, but
I mean, many of them have it in their world.
Yeah, because maybe they give them money, they say, hold this black white Jesus for me there.
You know why? This is to tell you. When we are not in that financial state to control in the media or to control in the that kind of superior wealth, the bank have our own bank, and these people have that.
How we can control the media if they are the one having the television, this is the one having the cameras, they are the one owning the internet. How you can control the media?
You see what you're saying now?
Yeah.
Now you know why they are the most powerful people, because that's why they're superior than us. So that's why they are the one telling most of the stories.
Me, I know always they are the most powerful.
So that's why.
And we calling them the devil, and we who the God children, we are there and cheating each other.
Yeah, because because when someone is in control, it's nothing you can do. You can just try to do your best.
So then, if someone control you now, you mean that you should go lie to each other like the black. You don't trust each other, and you trust them, and so you have to do that.
One thing we're supposed to do is to be aware and try to do for ourselves, and try to try to unite our own self, try to develop our own self. That's because we're going to make them scared.
Still, you come back to the ring here.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to start to love each other. But we love each other, we have to, that's the only way.
And not just loving each other, we should stop to love everybody.
Well, everybody, what do you mean? That is nothing wrong. You love everybody as long as you love yourself. Then I don't think. But when you hate yourself, even you don't love somebody, still you are not in the right position.
Well, I can't be like, to be honest with you, let's say you are my brother, right?
Yeah.
I care about you and so on. Okay. Yeah. Next man come, you know what I mean? I don't know that man, you know what I mean? Yeah. We could be black as me and you too, you know what I mean? Yeah. But if you don't share the same principle as me, I'm not gonna love him because I'm not just gonna love him because he's black, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but you cannot go around also you judge people and you don't know them. It's the same thing as you're telling me.
It's true, but then when it comes to outsiders too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They see the same. But one thing, even though we have issues to deal with.
Let me tell you one thing, my brother.
Yeah, but let me just
okay.
Yeah. Even though we have issues to deal with in our community.
Yeah.
With ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to deal with it. Doesn't matter how ugly it is.
Yeah.
We should try to deal with it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to outsiders, we should be more careful to love. We can respect people.
Yeah, but if you tell me other black person, that's not outside for me.
Huh?
When you tell me like other black person, maybe you don't know him. If you say like that to me, for me, other black person is not outside for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean of course, it doesn't matter. Even if you do evil, you are still devil. But when it comes to outside.
No, outside? What do you mean outside?
People who's not from the same race as me and you. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do, you can respect people.
Yeah.
But not to say that I love you like that.
Let me.
Because
just a moment. Just listen. Just listen, to be honest.
Because in their
mind, no. I don't agree that. To be honest, listen to me now. To be honest. For me, I swear, I want we to concentrate that to start love ourselves and stop accusing white, Chinese. Let we first solve our own problem. This is my problem, and we have.